this weekend all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's a shame for him after looking so strong in race one. I did notice the team there inspecting the left rear suspension for something bent perhaps, which could explain his braking problem, I guess.
Right at the back of this group, Victor Jensen, first time out in this car with a Honda engine like Sergio Perez, and he's right behind the national class battle. Battle for third place there is Stephen Wilson and Howell Lloyd, the Welshman, and in the pits, Diana with Michael Devaney.
Michael, this weekend not really going your way. What happened during that race?
The same thing that happened to us in qualifying. The bottom leg of the wishbone pulled out of the bell housing, so we're just suffering with reliability at the minute. Up to that, we were going well because we started at dead last, and I don't know where we were, but we could have had some points today. But yeah, the whole weekend has been like that, really. You know, it just hasn't gone our way. Same thing in race one, on for a podium and then stop on the last lap. You know, it's good.
Oh, that's John Martin, the Aussie. Now he has just skated off into the barriers, right by a photographer who wasn't watching. Isn't that always the way? Now, after a little bit of a disappointing race one, Stephen Wilson really seems to have got his sleeves rolled up here, Kelvin. He's got a battle on his hands with Lloyd behind him, but he's in a four-car national class chain as John Martin finds reverse, then first gear.
Yeah, he's back on. So, as you said, Martin, Wilson back in the thick of it, running a bit more strongly than he was in race one. The green car is Philip Major, that's a championship class contender, but Wilson is under pressure from Lloyd. 2 or 3 corners he's had to defend there, and Lloyd's looking like anxious to get through.
Front of the queue, Salman Al Khalifa, and he's second in the national class, so although Andy Merrick has cleared off, this is the podium battle in the national class, and Wilson is now very much more a part of it than he was last time, so I don't know what was quite wrong in race one. Maybe the setup just didn't suit the wet weather, but he seems to be going a lot better now. Just behind them, Jay Bridger, the green and grey car, fourth in the national class. That's Philip Major, and he's not a national class runner, but stuck right in the middle of this battle. There's Jay Bridger, moved up from Formula Ford. Oh, dives to the inside, so too does Wilson. Oh, and Major gets bounced out of the way. And if he can keep the engine running, he'll rejoin right at the very back with rallycross tyres on.
Clumsy move by Wilson there, I thought. He got his nose inside, but then just floored the throttle, which seemed to push both cars out wide, and he's damaged his own front wing.
And he was third in the national class, yeah. Kelvin still is, but is going to lose that because I don't think he'll hold on with that damaged wing.
He's doing a lengthy restart, but yeah, as you say, he's lost a lot of places there.
Now then, Ati Mustonen under pressure here because Oliver Turvey has still got his dander up from race one and is pushing. I'm not sure the Finn is going to hold on all that long.
Yellow flags on this corner, so Turvey can't do anything. But remember, it's the second corner, the fast chicane onto the back straight, back in the opposite direction of which they're travelling now, where Turvey was quick in race one. This is on board with Mustonen into turn one. The fast fifth gear right-hander through the little chink here. Now this is a bumpy, long right section, and this section here into the chicane, this is where Turvey was quick. There is Turvey through the chicane, and see if he can line Mustonen up on the back straight. He's not quite close enough.
Not quite, but he's made some good lunges down there, as you say. And this is the battle for third place, so this is really important for Oliver Turvey. Winner of the first race in the championship and slightly deserted by luck since then. Walter Grubel is now shaking off this little group. Oh, and Jensen can breathe again now. It's all landed facing the right direction, but that's never a given when you go off there at Clervaux and Hawthorne, as we've just seen Christian Einar prove. You can get it very, very wrong there, Kelvin.
Yeah, he's rejoined. That's the second corner. There is quite a lot of room there on the exit of that one. A bit of extra tarmac. We're back with Mustonen here. Remember, under pressure from Turvey, who's a lot closer now, and back to the hairpin. I don't know if there's still yellow flag here like the lap before, but Mustonen's defending. Turvey goes wide with the hope of coming back inside on the exit, but no, it's a bit slippery still there. So I saw him lose traction on the exit.
One of the things they could do with at Croft is a much tighter first corner. As you say, it's a pretty quick corner, but it's also very narrow, and you have to get it done on the straight, and Turvey didn't, because if you get side by side through here, then you're really going to have a big accident. But now, look at him. He's almost pushing the understeer out of Mustonen. Great stuff.
Good pressure, good driving by Turvey, but I don't know if he's got a good enough run. He's in the toe now, into the braking area for Tower. I suspect Mustonen might go inside, but yeah, here's Turvey doing that manoeuvre again that he did in race one half a dozen times. You'd think they'd have learned by now, but good move.
Well, Turvey clearly knows where his car is best, and Kelvin, Has he set the car up, you think, to ride that chicane well just for Tower because it's the only guaranteed pass on the track?
Possibly. I mean, it certainly is riding the curbs well. It's not the only Carlin car. Remember, there are 4 of them. So whatever he's done to his car, he's quick through that chicane, and it's paying off.
So he's now up in front of Ati Mustonen, and talking of Carlin cars, there's another one right behind. Mustonen's now in 4th, Al Jaswari in 5th, is right up his gearbox.
Yeah, Mustonen ran wide through that previous corner, but Al Jaswari not quite close enough.
And look at Nick Tandy, right up behind Sebastian Hohenthal and alongside him and straight through, and Hohenthal cuts to the inside. No, he doesn't, because Tandy knows that's coming.
Great opportunist move by Tandy, that very late, which Hohenthal had it half covered, and you saw Tandy had to use some of the curb on the inside to squeeze through.
Well, Hohenthal wants that 6th position back, goes out wide. Tandy covers him once more, so Tandy stays in 6th place. And they're really... big slide there from Hohenthal. Really easy to oversteer any speed away through there, and I think Hohenthal had a big handful of luck there coming through Hawthorne. Here there is our race leader, Brendan Hartley out front. Sergio Perez is close behind him, but not close enough to be too much of a worry. And that allows Hartley really to drive how he wants to. And Perez is just giving chase as hard as he can, but not really making too much of an impression.
He's close enough. I mean, Hartley can't afford one mistake here, because one small mistake, Perez will be right on top of him. But they have got a bit of a breather to the 3rd car, but Hartley seems to have it covered.
I tell you what, though, for when the Mercedes engine arrived and almost completely removed Honda from the grid, this Honda engine now is really just about a match for the Mercedes. As you can see, Perez is losing almost nothing to the fastest Mercedes out there.
Certainly looks like that here at Croft.
And equally encouraging for the Honda driver is that if Perez finishes where he is, he will leave Croft as the championship leader. Salman Al Khalifa looking for a podium position in the national class. Jay Bridger in 3rd at the moment, hoping to take that away now that Stefan Wilson has dropped out. But Howell Lloyd at the back there, another family-run team like Joe Tandy Racing, they would be really delighted to get on the podium at their 2nd race weekend as well. Closing stages then, last lap for Brendan Hartley. Disappointing Alton Park comes to Croft, and it looks as though he's finally getting his season off to a decent start, but a little late. However, Sergio Perez, last year's national class champion, is going to finish in 2nd place here unless he has a bit of a Devaney moment, and is going to be the series leader. And that's probably not something that he was expecting a couple of weeks ago. Brendan Hartley then claims his 1st ever Formula 3 win, his 1st in the British Championship as well. Sergio Perez in 2nd and closing right up behind Oliver Turvey. Mustonen, Al Jaswari and Tandy. The race for 4th goes right to the line. And Andy Merrick, the national class winner, crossing the line. He's going to be in 8th position by the time he gets the checkered flag. Another astonishing result. That's 4 wins for him. Confirmation of our result. Andy Merrick, his 4th national class win. Oliver Turvey on the podium in 3rd. Sergio Perez in 2nd. But finally, it's race win number 1 for Brendan Hartley.
Brendan, many congratulations. Well, things are turning round.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a bit of a struggle the first start, and obviously this morning I was a bit stupid as well. And I think this is the turning point, and I'm going to be a bit more sensible now, and I just need to start qualifying out the front. Now we've got rid of some of the problems with the car, and no, it's good. The team's doing a fantastic job. We weren't so good at the start of the season, and we're just building, and it's just the relationship with the team getting stronger and stronger. So it's good.
Sergio, many congratulations. Did you think you'd catch Brendan at any point?
Not really. I was quite close to him all the race, but I was just waiting for a mistake from him, and we had a very similar pace, so we just pulled away from the rest of the field.
Oliver, many congratulations. I'm sure you're happy to be back on the podium again.
Yeah, exactly. Won my first race. In the first round, had a podium, and then also on the podium at the 2nd round. So yeah, it's a great way to start the season, to be on the podium consistently and scoring points in every race.
Andy, many congratulations. You're making this quite a habit. That's 4 out of 4 now.
Yeah, really happy. It's been a fantastic start to the season, and the car's been brilliant at all meetings, in qualifying and racing situations. So my job's been quite easy, really.
What a change the championship this weekend had made. After Alton Park, Sergio Perez was not even in the top 10.